The baseball playoffs begin this week, and the Chicago Cubs own the best record in baseball. They also own the longest championship drought in North American sports. So is this the year the Cubs finally win the World Series? SNN's Ben Bobick has a closer look.
1908, the last time the Chicago Cubs reached the pinnacle of the baseball world. Think about all that's happened since then. Just to name a few, both TV and radio were invented, a man landed on the moon, and Halley's Comet passed Earth twice.
Growing up, just the game itself has always intrigued me, but, the Cubs really need to do it this year. It's been 108 years, so.
Tony spent 45 years in Chicago and grew up right around the corner from Wrigley Field. He's witnessed his fair share of disappointment, most notably the 1969 collapse.
I was at those games where they had this thing, I don't know how many, they were up, 10, 11 games with going into the final stretch there, and then they ended up, the miracle Mets got in. So I don't think it's going to happen this year with the Mets, though.
Dark memories like Steve Bartman or the curse of the Billy Goat. Them Cubs, they ain't going to win no more. Well, now it's October of 2016, and all Cubs fans are thinking about is winning 11 more.
I don't see it. There's any other option but to win this year. So my prayers go out to all the fans.
Their playoff quest for that elusive World Series championship begins Friday. For fans, despite the last 108 years, believe this is the year of the Chicago Cubs.
It's amazing how things happen, but it's going to happen for the Cubs this year. That's my prediction.
They win it all. They don't lose one game in the playoffs. They just sweep it. It's about time.
Reporting in Sarasota County, Ben Bobick, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
Cubs win is right. The Cubs will play the winner of the National League wildcard game between the New York Mets and San Francisco Giants on Friday at Wrigley Field in Chicago.